Hey y'all, what's going on? This is Jesse Both from the 19th hole, and we're here to do a tourney info video for you all. Yes, I already did it one time. Some of y'all may have seen it before. This is a redo. I accidentally deleted the last one off of YouTube, and guess what? You can't restore deleted videos on YouTube. So I'm just going to go ahead and redo this for you all since it is still early in the week and some of y'all have not gotten to see it yet. So what we're doing here is we're talking about the upcoming tournament, the Gridiron Tournament, and it's going to start Monday, February 4th. And it's going to coincide, I guess, with the Super Bowl, which will take place on Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. We got the Patriots and the Rams going on. I know we got a lot of people going for the Rams, and just sick and tired of seeing the Patriots win. But hey, what is wrong with winning? I mean, that's what we are here trying to do, right? Right. All right. So hopefully we'll get a good game, and most importantly, some really good commercials out of the Super Bowl. We'll just have to wait and see what we get. So here we go for the tournament. We have our 4 normal divisions: Rookie, Pro, Expert, and Masters. The rules are the same as they always have been. So if you've never played in the tournament, definitely check out the rules for each division. Rookie plays from the first tee, Pro and Expert play from the second tee, and Masters plays from the third tee. The wins do go up each time you move up in a division, and the needle speed does increase as you increase your division as well. One thing I would like to y'all to pay attention to is in the Expert and the Masters division, you do have the extra rule of the hidden spin, which if you are new to the game and you have no idea what that means, basically it means when you are playing against your opponent and they go to make an adjustment on their top spin or side spin, you will not get to see that, and you will also not get to see the direction of their guide when they are aiming their shot. So that's just kind of something that is taken out of the game in the upper divisions. But if you're in Rookie and Pro, you still will be able to see those adjustments made. So this is the prize breakdown per division, and the prizes have not changed for a long time in the game. So hopefully, eventually, Playdemic will make some fixes and changes to these prizes to maybe encourage a little bit more growth and movement among the divisions. One thing I also do want to mention is that depending on what division you play in, will tell you what kind of a prize chest you get during the tournament. So, like, when you win an actual match in qualifying, opening round, or weekend round, you get a chest. And the level of that chest does depend on what division you're playing. Rookie level, you get T3 chests. If you're in Pro, you get a Tour 6 chest. Expert, you get Tour 9. And then Masters, you get Tour 12 chests. And the actual chests that you win in tournament are better than the chests that you win when you're playing in Tour. And when I say better, I mean you get more club cards out of them. So as you're playing your round and winning those shootouts, you are actually getting extra prizes by winning these chests, which is definitely something you need to take in consideration when you're playing your round and picking which division you want to play in. So if you're in Rookie and you keep saying to yourself, wow, I'm just like getting nothing out of my chest. I mean, I'm winning like top 3 and getting really bad chests. I'm just getting no upgrades. Well, that may be a sign that it's time to move up into another division where you have access to other club cards. So that's just kind of something to think about. And go ahead and move on here. We got the holes 1 through 9 here. It's a combination of 2 courses that we have played on before. We got the Santa Ventura course and the Juniper Point course. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time on this page going over the holes because we are actually going to look at these holes in a much larger scale in just a minute. If you are wanting to play these holes in Tour, you can find the Santa Ventura holes on Tours 2 and 7. So 2 would be for the Rookie and 7 would be for Pro and Expert. And then we got Juniper Point, which is on Tour 6 and 12. Tour 6 would still be... Tour 6 would still be T1, and then Tour 12 would be the Masters T, the third T. So if you're in Rookie, you can play all 9 holes in this tournament. If you're in Pro Expert, you can only play some of the holes. And if you're in Masters, you can also only play the Juniper Point holes. So that's what you'd be looking for in Tour. I want to say, though, that Tour 2 offers both Santa Ventura and Juniper Point holes. So I'm not 100% certain, but I think Tour 2 actually offers both of those courses. Something I have to check on here a little bit later. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go just a quick run through on the course here. I'm not going to get into any super details here, because this is just kind of a quick refresher for all the divisions included, especially rookie and pro and expert. But I will be doing a guide, one for rookie and then one for pro and expert during the week, and those will get a lot more detailed, like different routes to play depending on what kind of wind we get, clubs to bring, balls to use, stuff like that, elevation changes to keep in mind. That's the kind of stuff that's going to be included in the actual guide video and not in the info video. So hole number 1 here, we start off with hole number 1. Go ahead and mute this here. There we go. We got hole number 1 here, and this is a par 5 from the Santa Ventura. So hole 1, par 5, and this is a Santa Ventura. The way most people are going to play this hole is looking to jump their shot somewhere in here and get to this zone right here. That's the way that most people are going to play this shot, and that's the safe way to play that shot. That's going to leave you with a second shot wood. Most people will play that with a sniper to the green. Some people will play a power curl shot on this hole, where they bring their shot way out here, bring it back, and then end up in this zone here. If you're playing in the much higher divisions, you have a chance to even drive the green on this hole with those really good clubs and really good balls. But in the lower divisions, the second shot is most likely going to be a wood. If you want to play the shot a little bit more risky along the left-hand side, you can get your shot up there a little bit more in between those two landing spots that I show on the picture. And then at that point, you'd have a long iron to the hole. So definitely a really good chance at an albatross right here on this hole, and more information to follow on the actual guide. So our next hole here is hole number 2, and this is a par 4, and this is also from the Santa Ventura course. The way you can play here is you can play more of a straight shot up the right-hand side. You can play a shot to the left-hand side where you bounce it here, over the bunker, hit, and then roll to the hole. Some people will play a shot where they actually curl it here, bounce it off this fairway to the second fairway right here, in which case you'd have a wedge to the hole from there. And some people even will play a shot where they try to curl it through these trees and hopefully get to the green. I think most of the time when someone tries that, they end up in the rough with a rough iron chip to the hole. So if you really find yourself as being a really good player out of the rough, that may be something to think about, is that method. But yeah, that's hole number 2. That's kind of the quick overview of hole number 2. And we'll go more into depth for the guide. So we got hole number 3 here. And this is a par 3, and this is the first Juniper Point hole on the course. Basically what you're going to be doing here is you're going to be aiming for the middle of that fairway, trying to find a flat spot with a consistent bounce towards the hole. If we have some sort of a tailwind, we're going to be using at least 2 bars of backspin. If you have some sort of a headwind, you're going to use a little bit of topspin. And basically what you're trying to do is just trying to find that consistent flat spot and get a good adjustment for your wind and hit that perfect shot. Because if you don't hit a perfect shot, the shot's going to hit left or right of that spot, and then you have quite a slope right there on that fairway. Some people will go with taking a shot from farther back here in the fairway. The farther back you play your landing spot, the less backspin you will need on that shot to get it all the way up to the hole. It is a fairly steep ridge right here. Some people will even play a possible rough bump shot on this hole. depending on what kind of wind that we get. So we'll just have to wait and see. And that looks like a little mouth and nose and eyes. Okay. Hole 4, par 4, and this is a Juniper Point hole. Not JB, Juniper Point. Some people will play the safe shot here. You want to try to get your shot up there to that turn if you want to play it that way. And then from there you'll have an iron shot to the hole. Make sure you bring an iron with lots of backspin for that shot. Others will play a shot over the water here where they'll bounce it on this fairway. You have two options. You can either play your shot to rest it on this fairway for a wedge shot to the hole, or you can try to use a lot of topspin and get the bounce to the edge of this fairway right here, and then a triple bounce over the bunker, hit the rough, and then maybe roll to the hole or to the fringe or even onto the green. So that's two ways you can play that side from the left side. You can either go for the triple bounce with topspin on the drive, or you can go with a little bit less topspin and just try to play your shot to that second fairway to the left for a very easy chip shot with some sort of a wedge. And that's the way you're going to play this hole. Next up, we got hole number 5. And this is a par 5. And this is Santa Ventura. Depending on what kind of wind we have. Last time we had a wind where we could play a power curl shot where we landed about here. And then rolled it out into this zone right here for a very easy second shot to the hole. That was an expert and upper level division shot. The way that most people will play this shot is they'll play some sort of a driver shot here with top and left spin and try to get to that zone. Lower level, lower level brackets and divisions like rookie can play even a lower, like a quarterback, from that spot right there. And if you're playing a little bit higher level like pro or experts, you have an option to take a shot over the trees with backspin to land it to that same exact area. From there you want a wood with lots of distance. You're going to need to use curl, and you'll be bouncing it up there, hitting the rough here, and then hopefully rolling onto the green that way. And that's the way you'll play that second shot. If you want to play more of a safe shot, maybe you end up somewhere back in here and you don't have a possibility to go to that right side. And then in which case you'll play a shot up here to try to roll it up into this zone for a wedge shot to the hole that way. So lots of different options on this hole as well. All right, next par 3 is hole number 6, and this is a par 3, and this is the Santa Ventura hole as well. The main way you're going to see people play this shot is either from the middle, the left side, or the right side. And each one kind of has its ups and downs. I think a majority of the people will play the shot up the middle. But also, it can also depend on the type of wind that we have for the hole. So we'll just have to wait and see what kind of wind. As far as like the rookies go, though, pretty much all rookie play is up the middle through the middle shot. Pro, expert kind of goes back and forth between which side they're going to use, left or right. And for the most part, that shot will depend on the kind of wind that you get. And that will help determine what type of shot that you do take on this hole. Hole number 7, par 4. And yeah, this is a tough par 4 right here. Most people in the rookie and pro, most likely, even maybe the expert, depending on the wind, will play a shot to this spot right here and try to roll it up to here. If we get a really crazy wind, your drive, play maybe to play a shot up to this zone right here. That's a little bit safer, more conservative will play. And some people may play a drive this way up to that left side. And a lot of these shots are going to be very dependent on the kind of wind that we get. From this left side, you're going to need a wood with a good amount of curl to get it up to the hill. The back left side and the back part of that green does slope back down to the hill, to the hole, so you can play your shot that way if you so choose. If you play this back safe shot right here, you will need some sort of a big dog probably, or cataclysm, to play a skip shot across the water. And if you have your shot to the right, you're looking at a long iron shot up here. Your next bounce will be just over the edge of this rough, and you'll try to roll it into the hole that way. Hole 8, and hole 8 is a par 3. Most people will be playing their landing zone somewhere in here, one of those 3 spots. And the shot on the green is going to be more of a spot for upper level with some backspin on like a Saturn. And you'll play your shot like that. All these shots are going to come in and filter from right to left towards the hole. They did make one adjustment where they kind of flattened out the spot right next to the hole. So you will see a lot of people that kind of hit a really good shot and the ball just comes up just barely short of the hole. So you definitely want to make sure that you figure out your wind direction, and then you adjust your spin accordingly to have that extra amount of power to make sure that you can roll your ball out and all the way into the hole and not stop short. And last but not least, we got hole number 9, and this is a par, I think this is a par 5. Yeah, this is a par 5. And we end up with the Juniper Point hole here. Most people will play a shot where they're bouncing it here over the rough. You're going to want to use a driver with lots of topspin for lower level divisions. That may mean your big topper, because you do want to try to roll it out into this zone right here with some sort of like a really crazy headwind that you might not be able to play that shot. You may have to play it up short right here with a long iron to the hole. Not a long iron, but a long wood to the hole with a lot of power. And then some people may even choose to play the shot to the left here, which would set themselves up for a nice sniper or a guardian shot to the green that way. Okay, and those are your options for playing this hole, hole number 9. So that's holes 1 through 9 of the Gridiron Tournament. This is my second video doing the same exact thing because I accidentally deleted the first one, which I liked much better than this one. But hey, information is information. Hopefully all this information helps you all in preparation for your tournament, at least to the point where you can go out, practice these holes, and kind of have a little bit of a knowledge of what to do. Like I said, keep your eyes out for the guide videos that will be coming out for rookie and then from pro expert. I'm also getting ready to come out with holes 1 through 9 for rookie, and that's in the tutorial form of each actual hole being played as I talk about the different strategy to play that hole. So that will be coming out here very soon, if it's not already out by the time you see this. So this has been Jesse Both from the 19th hole. If you haven't checked us out on Facebook, please do so. Just go to your search bar and type in Golf Clash with the 19th hole, and you can find us. If you want to find me on Facebook Messenger, you can message me at this name there. You can also find me on Snapchat under this name. And if you want to find me on Twitter, it is GC the 19th hole. So you can add me on Twitter as well if you want. So this has been Jesse Both. Again, thank you all very much. Good luck to y'all in the Gridiron Tournament.